Hold onto loins. Fatale is on VOD now, all lubed and ready to steam up your living room. Hilary Swank and Michael Ealy headline this preposterous thriller, the subgenre second only to dead teenager movies in punishing people for having sex. Sometimes, preposterous thrillers are a guilty pleasure, most of the time, they're just formulaic. Now let's see if this one stands above in its preposterousness. Fatale, stream it or skip it? The gist, Derrick Ealy is learning there's no applicable treatment, OTC or pharmaceutical, for the 7-year itch. Things and crap between him and his wife Micaela, Callie Hawk, are strained. Suspicion abounds, she tends to stay out late with her real estate clients and he tends to stay out late with clients for his mega-successful sports management firm. They live in a high-class modern home with an infinity pool and very long fireplaces, and apparently designed by people who hate soft things. The place has dozens upon dozens of sharp corners. I purposely eyeballed their pillows. Disappointingly, they're not artisanal cinder blocks, just normal pillows, although once, Derrick wakes up and the pillow is directly on the hard bed frame. No wonder he was having only a dream so we could be faked out about his being in danger. Must not have had a proper amount of blood going to his brain with his neck bent at such an uncomfortable angle. I digress. He hops in his Lamborghini, which has its own motorized spinning platform so he doesn't have to back out of the driveway, and heads to Vegas for a bachelor party. His business partner and best bud Rafe Colter notices the furrowed brow of a man worried about the state of his marriage, and encourages him to do something that stays in Vegas. Before we can yell at the screen and tell Derrick that doing so is ill-advised because he's in a preposterous thriller, Valerie Swank sits next to him at the bar and begins blasting his flimsy, pure sugar defenses with a firehose of hotness. They end up kerdoinking back in the hotel room, and the next morning she shows signs of being CCP, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but, oh, it's probably nothing, move along, move along. Back in LA, Derrick attempts to smooth things over with Micaela, and they're mid-kersploink when they hear a sound in the night coming from the kitchen, an intruder who's nearly gashed himself on a razor-like countertop edge, perhaps. Maybe, but he sure wants to murder Derrick. Gunshots, punches and assorted elements of struggle ensue. Derrick hammers the bad guy's head with a 3-wood a couple times and he gets away anyway, probably concussed and with skull fractures and brain damage and internal bleeding, but that's just me making assumptions. A cop shows up to investigate and whoa Nelly, I'll be damned if it ain't Detective Valerie Quinlan, for heck's sake.